Hi, it's been a while since I've done a rainbow swipe, so I'm gonna do a rainbow swipe and I'm gonna show you how to do a rainbow swipe. Watch. Okay, so I wanted to mention also that I am doing this with leftover paint. Of course, I added a little bit more pouring medium and topped them off a little bit, but my consistencies are all the same. Okay, so the recipe for this will be in the description of this video. This is an 18 by 18 inch canvas, and let's get started. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first, now I want to say this red, because I already tested this out. Let me show you. Before my swipes, I always do a test swipe on a practice canvas. Ignore all the silver and black, that was something else. But I did 2 test swipes and these were the results. I like this way better than this, and the red for some reason just pops up so much. So I want to use a little bit less red and more of the purples and the blues and greens and yellows. We'll see where it goes. And after doing my test swipe, I want to limit how much red I use. So I also know that whatever is on the sides is eventually going to be getting tilted off. Okay. So here is, oh, these are out of order. Red, orange, yellow. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the red on the sides. I'm going to do this as a puddle pour. Okay. Now these two here, this is like a glitter paint by Folk Art. And when it dries glittery. It is so cool. And this is iridescent, also by Folk Art. So I'm going to use these at the end because I want there to be a glaze on top of the whole canvas. On top of the colors. Oops. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so let's start again. I'm going to do puddles. One there. Do one there, and I do want to go through all this paint. It is leftover paint, so I'm not exactly sure how much is in there, but it's approximately 20 ounces, which is more than enough to cover this entire canvas. Might even have some left over, but who knows? Okay. So again, I am keeping my reds and my oranges on the outskirts because I don't want this to get muddy. I do want all of this to connect, so that is what I'm trying to do right now. So yeah, so with these leftover paints, I did go and I topped them off by adding a little bit more pouring medium and a little bit more color, just to make sure that I have enough and an even amount. Now, I'm doing this puddle pour because I do know that I want a nice blend of colors. And if I'm struggling to find a color palette, you could never go wrong with a rainbow colored palette. I never really care how I layer the paints on the canvas. Well, that depends. I take that back. I care depending on what I'm trying to do. So if I'm going to take my palette, for example, and I swipe over here, I know that these colors are going to stand out. But if I swipe horizontally against the lines, then there's going to be a blend of colors. So how you want to do that is up to you. Now, I also want to say that, so these look like they're fluorescent, but the only one that's fluorescent in here, I believe, is the green. Fluorescents, I find, especially with the Liquitex brand, that they're really dense, so they don't work as well with the cell activators. That's why I do test swipes to see how they're going to turn out. But I try to find colors that are vibrant. If anybody knows of a good fluorescent color palette that is titled either neon or fluorescent, and you can get some pretty cool cells with, let me know. Liquitex, I've had to play around a bit with it. A lot of times my white cell activator will work with the fluorescence, but this is the most dense one as well, so that is why it works. The black, the cells will turn out a little bit muddy. So I'm curious, let's see how they're gonna turn out with this. All right, now that I've gone through all my colors, okay, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna kind of, first of all, pop these damn bubbles. Somebody recently told me that I look nervous on camera. And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, please. But the truth is, yeah, I do get a little bit nervous on camera, but whatever. I'm getting better. I think I'm improving a little bit. All right, how am I gonna do this? Iridescent. So I'm gonna put this, let's see. I do want a little bit of the red to appear, but if it doesn't, I'm cool with that. Okay, so I'm gonna be swiping straight across. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of get, right, and here's the glittery one. This all is gonna dry clear. It's gonna give it a nice glaze over the top. Okay. All right, and just go with that. Put that in just a bit. Okay, yeah, I think I definitely have more than enough paint. All right, so this is my Cosmic Black Cell Activator. I actually mix it myself, and I have it available on my website. Now, I know that these are not very dense colors, so I'm going to put a thick layer of the cell activator on my palette here. So I want some finer, some bigger, more solid lines. Okay? All right. And I'm just going to swipe straight across. Let's go start right there. So far, I love what I'm seeing. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this over. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that iridescent is gonna show as well as the glitter once this dries. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna swipe again. I think I'm gonna go from here to here. Okay, and I'm gonna start off with, I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. This is all gonna blend in. What's weird about being told that I appear nervous on camera is that I actually have a degree in broadcast journalism. I never did anything with it, but you know, maybe they're right if you think of it. Maybe I do appear nervous. What do you all think? But I try not to be, because I know that I could just edit everything, all my words right now. I could just edit that out if I want. But I also like to be transparent, so I might just, you know, keep it in here. Okay, I'm talking way too much. Okay, start right there. I do want to mention something, okay? I want to mention that, you know, a lot of us, we go and we watch videos of fluid artists, and they make everything look so natural and easy. But what they don't tell you, a lot of them, is the work that goes into prepping the paints and knowing each of your paints, knowing the densities, knowing what consistency is going to work, and having a bit of a plan as to what you're going to do. You know, there's a lot of trial and error. That's why I have my practice canvases that I use. I'm gonna do that one. How about, I'm gonna do one more swipe going like that. All right. There's a lot more that goes into the prep work with fluid art than what you see on the video. And I love answering questions. If you have questions, please just ask in the comment section. Okay. Oh, shit. I forgot to put, here, I'm going to put that there. Okay. Forgot to put my glitter on there. I'm not mad about any of this. Not at all. All right, let's put a little bit more cell activator on there. Okay. And I think I'm going to swipe going like that. Actually, I'll just shut up and show you. Go here. All right, so I'm gonna do another swipe right there. And what I want for this painting, I want the whole canvas to be taken up with the cells and the lacing. But this is like cells and lacing on crack. This is like, wow, okay. I'm gonna use this right here. This is just a spatula, nothing special. Just make sure that whatever you swipe with is angled. All right. And right there. All right, and the time has come to start tilting. Okay. I have some days where I'm just clumsy. Well, I'm always clumsy, but some days more clumsy than others. Okay, so I'm just gonna go corner to corner. I don't want to tilt off just yet. I just want to cover the entire canvas first before tilting off, so that way I get an idea of the composition and how it's going to turn out. And this part I can probably go ahead and just quickly boop, tilt that off, okay? So if you're struggling to get cells, ask questions, ask away. If you're struggling to get cells, check your densities, okay? And not consistencies, densities is what I mean. Right about now is where I just sit here and I stare at it for like 20 minutes. Try to think, do I need to do anything else with it, or do I want to do anything else with it? I think I got a little bit too much purple right there. At the same time, I don't know if that kind of, breaks it up with the colors, but probably gonna tilt just a little bit off. Just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm gonna tilt just a little bit more off right there, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna start slowly. Just want to get a little bit of that brighter area to spread. Just a little bit more. Okay. That's what I want to tilt off right there. There we go. Let's bring it back. Okay, I think this is pretty cool how it is right now. All right, I think I'm gonna stop tilting now because it's pretty cool as is, I think. Here is the finished result. And I gotta say, this one dried pretty vibrant. The colors did not dull out too much. Now, I definitely lost the red and the orange, so I probably should have swiped just a little bit more over the red and the orange. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, or sugar-free ginger ale, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comments section. Until next time, bye.